So you're looking to do an oil change on your Lexus or Toyota vehicle? Well, here is a step-by-step guide to do a complete oil change from start to finish in this video. I'm Rami, this is RQ's Garage, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. Let's get after it. This right here is a 2009 Lexus ES350. But you can either do this on a Lexus or a Toyota because this is Toyota's designed 2GR-FE V6 engine. This is a notorious engine. It's an extremely reliable engine. This vehicle specifically has over 170,000 miles, so it's a very universal process for both Lexus and Toyota products. So let me show you what tools you need. The tools for this job are very straightforward. I have a ratchet with a 14mm. I'm not sure if I'm going to use a ratchet or a wrench, but I also have a wrench that is a 14mm. I have the engine filter extraction tool on a 3/8 ratchet with an extension, and of course a funnel to put the new oil in. Last but not least, we're going to need some type of catch can. So I have a really simple catch can. The products that we're going to use is this Mobil 1 5W30 fully synthetic engine oil. You're going to need 6.4 quarts, which is why I bought two 5-quart containers. You're going to need your engine filter with the necessary gaskets. And then finally, we're going to use a replacement crush washer. So pick this up on Amazon, and don't worry, I'll have all these products linked in the description below. All right, so first things first, so we want the oil to drain. We're going to untwist the fill plug cap so that we have nice airflow when we're draining the oil. On the cap also, just to let you guys know, it does also say 5W30 oil. So we're going to put that guy there. Don't forget to lift up the engine oil dipstick as well, just so that we have a constant airflow when we're draining the oil. And we see right here is the bolt to drain the oil. This guy is a 14mm. Real simple, loosen it up and make sure that we shoot in our catch can. So let's hope we get a one shot, no spill wonder. Perfect. So while the oil is draining, I like to take the drain bolt and clean it with a little bit of brake cleaner, just so we put it back on in pristine condition. Perfect. Now we'll get our new crush washer and we'll put it on the drain plug, and this guy's ready to go back on the vehicle. Before we do that, let's go back and loosen the engine oil filter. Fun fact, you need this, okay? I thought I could use my adjustable wrench, but you're gonna need this guy. So now let's get that oil filter out. All right, so we got the old oil filter. Of course, we're gonna have to put in the new oil filter with the new gasket, and we're gonna figure out where this goes. Now we got the oil cap completely cleaned. We're just gonna get a little bit of oil onto the new gasket. Just make sure it's nice and lubricated and put it back in its groove. Perfect. And then let's put the new oil filter on the cap. Perfect. Just like that, we got the oil filter on the cap. Let's go put this back on the car. All right, team, just to recap, we drained the oil, took off the oil filter, replaced both O-rings for the oil filter, replaced the oil filter, put a new crush washer on, everything's tight at the bottom. On the screen, I'll have some torque measurements of what both the bolt and the oil filter should be to. Again, as long as you get them nice and snug, you should be good to go. But for those who want more technical information, it's on the screen currently. Now's the easy part. All we gotta do is fill up this engine with oil. Again, this engine needs 6.4 quarts. Let's go. All right, what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna open the second 5-quart container, and I'm gonna take 1 quart and put it on the other container, because we can easily measure the different quarts. I'm not gonna guess another 1.4 quarts. So at least I know I'll put 6, and then we can gauge at the extra 0.4 quarts. Perfect, so we have another quart right there. That equals 6. We're gonna dump it in, give it a measure, and then eventually add another 0.4 quarts. Just gonna be a little finesse from here on out. So we have to add 0.4 more quarts. I'm just gonna shoot between the middle of 4 quart and 3 quart. After we completely fill up the engine, we'll let it run for 5 minutes or so. We'll check the dipstick, maybe add some more. But other than that, really simple, guys. This is the end of it. The last step we have to do is to reset the odometer. So first we're gonna turn on the vehicle without putting our foot on the brake. Make sure you press it twice, my bad. We're gonna make sure we tap this knob for trip A. And just to verify, we see trip A. Next, we're gonna turn off all the electronics. And next, what we're gonna do is we're going to press and hold that button and then tap the start stop button without putting our foot on the brake. And we should see maintenance required reset mode, double zeros. Let's turn on the vehicle. And just like that, the trip odometer has been reset. Now we're gonna run the vehicle for about 5 minutes, check the dipstick, make sure our levels are okay. All right, we'll let the car run for about 5 minutes. Now we're gonna check the oil with the dipstick, make sure we are in the right range. So take it out, do a quick swipe, put it back in. So it's right there. So we are within the min and max. We're good to go. Guys, we did it. It was so easy, so simple. It took me about an hour, and I'm an expert, so it can easily take any of you between an hour to an hour and a half. The dealer's gonna charge you probably around $75, $80 for the service. I was able to get all of my stuff and an extra 5-quart container of oil for like 70 bucks. So you literally save $5, and I can do this for the next oil change. It makes a lot of sense. It might add you another 10 to 15 minutes compared to waiting, but I really think it's worth it because you get to save money in the long run, and you know what's going in your vehicle and you trust your work. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I will link everything I use in the description below, so if you need it, it's right there. Hit me up on Instagram. I'm slowly picking up traction there. I really hope you liked this video. If it was helpful and you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up or consider smashing that subscribe button, because I love making videos like this to teach my community how to do things. I learned so much on YouTube, and I just love giving back, and this is my passion. Guys, I love you so much. I'm Rami, and this is RQ's Garage, and I really hope I'll see you on the next one.